Hi folks. 4 years ago when President Trump and his wife came down the escalator in his building and announced that he was going to run for the President of these here United States of America, I was in total support of him. And from that point up until about yesterday, everything he said, everything he did, I have found an excuse, I supported and agreed with him. You understand that? However, yesterday he came out and he said this.
Something's probably happening with Hong Kong because when you look at, what's going on, they've had riots for a long period of time. And I don't know what China's attitude is. Somebody said that at some point they're going to want to stop that. But that's between Hong Kong and that's between China, because Hong Kong is a part of China. They'll have to deal with that themselves. They don't need advice.
Sorry, Mr. President, I cannot agree with you on that. You're talking about riots? You must be talking about the police in Hong Kong rioting. Because the civilians, the regular people, they're having demonstrations, they're having rallies, they're having protests. It's the police, the commie-supported thug police, who turned it into a riot. You need to make that distinction. And here's what else, Mr. President. As a result of what you said yesterday, you've given energy to the commies in China. So when they roll south into Hong Kong and create another Tiananmen Square, whose hands would that blood be on? And if you think I'm exaggerating, listen to yourself at what a commie news agency said in reference to President Trump's remarks about Hong Kong.
U.S. President Donald Trump has described the protests in Hong Kong as riots and said this is an issue that China will deal with itself. A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson welcomed these remarks by Trump, and the spokesperson reiterated that Hong Kong is part of China and that any issues there are internal Chinese affairs and no other countries should interfere with.
You see, folks, I understand President Trump is all business. He's a businessman. But never should you subvert freedom in the interest of business because of the trade negotiations taking place between China and the United States. Freedom always trumps, like that word, or usurps business. You have a choice to go with business or to go with freedom. You pick freedom. Business can come second. It never comes over freedom. And in essence, that's what you did, Mr. President, and you were totally wrong for what you did. Now, I'm hoping there was an ulterior motive that subsequently will come out. But up until this point, I do not agree with you. I'm sorry you made those shameful statements, and the people of Hong Kong are disappointed also, as they were relying on you to support their fight, their demonstrations against commie tyranny. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be in. And to the good people of Hong Kong, do not let what President Trump said discourage you in any way. People who love freedom around the world are in full support of you. See you.